installing a device on a motorcycle, depending on the style of a touring bike or full fairing motorcycle, there are two still recommended places to put it. Under the front fairing if it has a windshield with the radio application usually, or in the tail section or rear seat section. That way it picks up as little interference as possible. Now depending on the style, some of them have side bags or saddle bags and luggage racks that can interfere with the positioning of the device. On the front you also have to watch for chrome accessories and metal objects that can do the same thing. Another recommended area location, if you cannot do a front fairing or tail section, could also possibly be under the seat as well. Some of these motorcycles will have panels that just pop off and allow you access to store the device and install it while having the receiver face out towards the side of the motorcycle. That way you can still put it inside the motorcycle, find a secure spot, route all the wires to the desired area to power up the device, and secure the device without having any interference. Once it is fully in place, just put your panels back on and it is out of sight. That way you can still get to it without having any issues. For this application, we have chosen to mount the device under the seat section of this motorcycle. You will first need to locate an area large enough for the device to fit securely. On this motorcycle, it fits properly under the locking mechanism for the seat. Once you have identified a proper location to mount the device, you will need to make sure that the antenna side of the device has a proper view of the sky. As you can see, this side of the device will be pointing towards the back, and subsequently will be able to receive satellite signals through the plastic and fiberglass that makes up the rear of the motorcycle. Now that you have located the best place for the device, you will need to route the wires to a proper power and ignition source. This way you can make sure that the wire will not be unnecessarily pinched or cut by any moving part in the motorcycle and cause the device to stop working. After the wires have been ran, you will need to properly connect your power and ground, starting with the ground first. This will allow you to avoid any short or related issues. You can do this easily by slipping the black wire underneath the connector on the negative post. After the ground has been properly connected, you can hook up the red 12-volt constant the same way by sliding it under the connector on the positive post. For this demonstration, we have already ran a wire from the ignition source of the motorcycle to an easily accessible area next to the power and ground terminals. You can hook this up quickly by using a wire connector as is being demonstrated, or you can solder the wires together for a more permanent connection. When you are finished hooking up all the connections, it is recommended to tape or zip tie all the loose wires out of the way so they don't inhibit any functionality of the motorcycle or chafe, causing a short in the device. Once you have secured all the wires, you will need to confirm that the device is getting power and that all the lights are flashing correctly. If the device has already been activated, you should see a solid green light as well as an amber light flashing 4 times and pausing on the 4th.